EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Miami Dolphins. Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. This will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Wilson's got it complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 31 yards there and a first down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Out of bounds at the 21-yard line.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here, too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
1st and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. Here's Tua. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White, and he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
He's tackled.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Second and 5 now. Newton, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
On the carry.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
First down, Miami.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the play action, Tagovailoa. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the All-Pro Stephon Gilmore. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. So Stephon Gilmore, an All-Pro Defensive Player of the Year in 2019, had his first career pick six a season ago, and he delivers another one here. Nick Folk for the point after. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Tagovailoa trying again after the pick six. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Run there by Matt Breida, and he spent the early part of his career in San Francisco sharing the backfield and sharing the ball. What you really want with him, open space and make sure he's touching it because he can take it from 0 to...
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant, 49 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, first and 10. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
On second and a yard, Newton completes it to Lee. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Patriots.
Well, CD, you know, as we talked about earlier, this is the first Patriots home opener without Tom Brady in 2 decades. Now, you still see, understandably, a lot of number 12 jerseys in the stands, but this is Cam Newton's show now. How do you think that things change for the Patriots here in 2020?
Well, they change in a big way because of what you said to start off with, and it's something we've all known about for a while, but now we're actually confronting it. Tom Brady is not in the building. All right, number 12 is not leading the Patriots out onto the field, but I thought it was a really savvy move by the organization in the offseason to sign Cam Newton. You start fresh with a guy who's been an MVP in this league, has a ton of self-confidence, understands the elephant in the room that is Tom Brady, but brings a new, different playing style to this Patriots team.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Devin Asiasi there. And that'll bring up second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So now they'll come up on second and 10, once again from the 28. To throw again, Newton. And that one complete to Keene, the tight end. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
First and goal.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Newton takes it himself. And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Cam Newton taking it in. And the Patriots have taken the lead. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
Makes the score Patriots 14, Dolphins 7.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll begin the drive with Breida. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And it's caught by Parker. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
First down, Miami.
Play action, now it's Tua. And this is Parker, complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Parker.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, it's Tua. Throw left side, complete. It's Grant. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Not much there, only a yard.
Brings up
2nd and 9 from the 44.
44-yard line.
Looking to pass. Tua. That'll be complete to Breida. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Alvin Wilson, the intended receiver there. But it'll be 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. And again, it's Tagovailoa. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jakeem Grant. Already his 2nd touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
A gain of 11.
Well, you talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Howard, the Dolphin ball.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Tua going to throw. He completes it to Wilson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
2nd and goal.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Touchdown. Jordan Howard taking it in. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Dolphins have got it. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8.
At the Patriots' 9-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
That pick hurts a little extra because it was third down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. It's the former Patriot Kyle Van Noy with it. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Breida. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
Jason Sanders for the
People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. He's going to look deep for Edelman. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 24, Newton, and incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time, and it's 3rd down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Newton. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. First down, here's White. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. From the gun, here's Newton. flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Newton. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Devin Asiasi with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21.
The score is Dolphins 28, Patriots 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And some room to roam now. The 40, 30, 10. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Taken about 7 yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Thirty-yard line, 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Newton. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now Newton on first down. It's complete. James White. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
James White.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
There's a nice catch there by Julian Edelman, and he's going to be a reliable target no matter who's playing quarterback. Topped 1,000 yards receiving for the 3rd time last season. I just love his story. College quarterback to one of the top slot receivers in the NFL.
He's taken down at the
just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, Newton. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down. They'll try and run it with White. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Stopped short of the goal line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback and makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Let's go, D. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. I'm here all day.
Operating from the gun, Newton. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Demir Bird there to make the grab. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. And all about timing there on that. Short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
On for the extra point is Folk. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28.
We'll tie the game, 28 all.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit up.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
11 at the Dolphins' 28-yard line.
Second and 11 now. And it's Michel once again. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. From the gun, Newton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lee. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
1st and 10.
That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Michel. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. Again, it's Michel. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Jakeem Grant on the return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. The 30, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Mike Gesicki, 88 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything is working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
At the 20.
Second down and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Michel. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Operating from the gun. Newton. Throw caught here by Bird. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. And incompletion as a result.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. On the handoff, this is Breida. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Matt Breida, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead. He's turning in a heck of a game. He's creeping up towards 200 yards, a pair of touchdowns now to go along with it.
There's so many things we can talk about in his game because we're seeing it all from him. But I love his vision. He's seeing the holes develop. He's seeing holes develop before they actually open. He's making sure he's getting to the right places, very decisive in his cuts. But his vision has been the key to all these big runs in this game.
And on that last long run, we got a pretty good look at his speed as well. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They start the drive with White. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
41-yard line.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
2nd and 4. From the gun, Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
New England on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Newton. He'll find his tight end here, Asiasi. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 35. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Newton. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again, Newton. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
That's a gain of 8.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
New England on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
4th down and 1.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're running it. It's Michel. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Newton. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now a 1st down throw for Newton. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Demir Bird, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
Hey, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Down by John Simon.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them? And do I have enough confidence to make a play?
They run again with Breida. It's a room to maneuver. He's at the 50. Past the 20. 10. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead.
The kick is good.
Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. On 2nd down, here's Newton. Into the hands of Bird over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
At the 48-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bird. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Demir Bird with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. 25-yard line. The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. It gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, here's Breida. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. John Simon in on the stop.
He was brought down by John Simon. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Brings up 3rd down.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Back to throw is Tua. On the right side, open is Gesicki. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Tagovailoa looking to throw it. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw is Tua. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Newton to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep for Lee. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. First throw in overtime for Newton. That's caught over the middle by Asiasi. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
1st and 10.
They'll run on 1st down. It's White, and he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
He's across midfield.
Jerome Baker there on the tackle.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I got you. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Great.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 24-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. On 1st down, White. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And I know you with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On 1st down, it's Newton. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And a dump off to White. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Go. Go. Great. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Mark 55. Mark 55. It's going to be a long...
They snap it to Newton. And it is incomplete. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to him, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they work this out past the 25.
It's a gain of 20.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. Tua now on 1st down. Oh, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
4-yard line.
55. Right there in the middle. 55. Check.
They'll keep it on the ground. Michelle. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They get the guard out of Georgia Tech, Shaq Mason. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll keep it on the ground. Michelle. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, they run with Michelle. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights.
52.
We thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for New England, they needed overtime to do it, but they get the Week 1 victory thanks to the field goal. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.